guys, what's up? Welcome back to my channel. I'm here again, of course, with another Halloween tutorial. Today I'm doing my take on Cleopatra or a Egyptian princess, whatever you guys want to take it as. But I already have one side done, as you guys can see, just for timing purposes to see how I wanted to do my makeup and all that kind of stuff. So now that I have an idea, let's go ahead and get started. As you can see, I'm taking this teal green eyeliner. The name on it says Hip, and it also says L'Oreal Paris, but I'm not very sure. I've never seen this in stores. My mom gave it to me. She's from California, and she got it out there. So I'm not very sure where you can get this at, but I will put the product name down below for you, but you could use any, green eyeliner that you have or a eyeshadow like I'm doing here to go over the eyeliner, just to make it, last a little longer by setting it with the powder. Even though it did dry, kind of dry, I just wanted to have my bases covered. And I also take that same color and I put it about halfway onto my lid. This is the shade Jade from the JACLYN palette, and I'm just using a smaller brush and applying it with my finger just to get the full opacity of this color. And once I have that filled in, I'll move on to the next shade. This is also from the JACLYN palette. I actually don't know the name on top of my head. I know some of them because I use them so often, but this one I'm not very sure, but I will put it down below for you as always. Then I'm taking that same angled brush just to really make that teal green look like a cut crease as it hits the inner corner there. So I applied another layer of that. And then I'm just doing some blending, and I also use my finger to kind of pat it out to blend it together. And I do these same steps a few times until I feel like it's blended out fully. Now moving on to the liner. This part was a little tricky for me because I did such a big, dramatic cut crease, if you will. So I really wanted to make sure that it matched with the flow of that cut crease as well. But Cleopatra does have pretty dramatic makeup, and especially eyeliner at that. So I was okay with going a little bit extra bold and dramatic with today's eyeliner. Of course, you guys could do whatever floats your boat, but I think, doing the dramatic liner really does add another touch to the look. So yeah, I went ahead and did that, and I'm using my Wet n Wild Mega Liner in black. And if my voice sounds a little raspy, it's because I just woke up not too long ago, and I immediately got out of bed and came to do this voiceover so I can upload this video for you guys, so just don't mind that. Now I'm taking some concealer just to clean up the edges of my eyeliner a little bit. And then I decided to add a little something else to my eyebrows. I do add glitter and all that kind of stuff later on, but at this point I did want to add a little something extra. I know it looks a little crazy right now, but once everything gets, all put together, it all comes together in the end. So you don't have to do this. This is, obviously optional, but I think it adds a really nice touch to the Egyptian look. So now I'm taking the same color that I put all over my lid, and I decided to fill in that empty space underneath my brow with that. Instead of taking like a highlighting shade, I decided to take this shade and just pop it on there. I think it added a nice touch as well. And now I'm taking the NYX glitter liner. This is in gold, and I'm using this just to line, sorry, I'm talking all weird. I use this to outline like the cut crease, the upper part of it, as you guys could see from the intro and stuff. I really wanted to incorporate glitter as much as I could into this look, but still enough to where it's not like crazy glitter and it's all over your face. I just wanted to add little hints of glitter here and there, and I think applying it right on top of the crease like I did here was a really nice touch. And then of course tight lining my upper lash line and the bottom using some Jordana black liner. So once I did that, I started to work on my inner corner. I used my Mega Liner again to really elongate that inner corner to give me like a sexy cat eye look, again to tie in with the Egyptian vibes. Then once I had my eyes done, I went ahead and primed my face and put a layer of foundation and concealer, set that, and then moved on to bronzing. I'm using the RIMMEL London bronzer here. I don't know exactly the shade name, but I will list all the products below. You guys already know. And then for contouring, I decided to go with Bahama Mama by The Balm Cosmetics. It's their contour bronzing powder. In my opinion, it's one of the best. I used to use this when I was a makeup artist at a salon back in Scottsdale about a year ago, and I loved it. And then with this little sample that I got, I was like, oh my god, I fell in love all over again. So I'm definitely going to have to purchase it. It's just one of the best in my opinion. And to highlight my face, I'm taking by Maybelline, the Master Chrome in Molten Gold, and I'm just going to pack this baby on, and we are going to glow for the gods today. You can use whatever highlight you want. I wanted to do something with more of a gold undertone since those are the kind of vibes that I was rolling with for this Cleopatra look, and I love how this came out. I end up putting this all over my body for the most part, and pretty heavy again on my face, but this is just the first layer of it. Kind of jumped around with everything, so now I'm going in with my nose contour, taking the same Bahama Mama shade that I used to contour my face. I'm using this to contour my nose, just to really make this look super snatched. So I'm applying a generous amount, but of course blending it out. So this is when I decided to go in with Molten Gold all over my body, but inside you just could not see how glowy it was. So I tried putting some white eyeliner down and then putting the highlighter, but then my chest got red from rubbing my skin and blending out the white, and eventually I just ended up taking my glitter glue and applying that on my collarbones and smoothing it out, and then applying actual gold glitter. This is from NYX Cosmetics, just their glitter in gold. Simple as that, and this is optional. You definitely don't have to do that, but when I went outside this day, because I had to go get my kids. Yes, I went looking like this to go get my kids from school. I noticed how highlighted I was, and I was like, oh my god, like why didn't I look this highlighted inside? But if you're wearing this outside, this step I would definitely go with, just because you'll look like a glowing goddess. And if you have more of a blinding highlight to use, go ahead and use that. Whatever floats your boat, as always. So now I'm taking just the Jade shade from that JACLYN Hill palette, that really pretty teal color, and I'm just lining my lower lash line with that, and then kind of following that same, inner corner wing, if you will, with the eyeliner, just trying to be as precise as I can. If you mess up, it's totally okay. I did here. Just to get it sharp, I used some concealer. Now I'm putting a heavy coat of mascara. This is the Maybelline Big Shot Mascara. And then now for the eye detail, which is really pretty simple, and you guys can do whatever you want here. I kind of just freestyled and, try to mess with it a little bit. So I started with a line coming from each outer corner, and then another line right underneath, and kind of swooping it to look like a backwards J almost. Once I did that on both sides, I tried to make them as symmetrical as possible, so I do draw them on a little thicker than as you see here, and I love how it turned out. And then, I'll go in and do some more designs in just a little bit. But my lips were feeling a little dry, and I just needed some lip color, so I went in with the DESI and KATY collection. They had a dose of colors. I'm using the shade More Creamer Please. I love this shade, and I thought it was perfect for the look too, because it has, it's a perfect nude for my shade, and Cleopatra never really wore a bold lip. It was pretty nude for the most part, so it was a really perfect, little touch. So here I just drew some dots around that little backwards J, and then now I'm drawing some lower lashes, just 3 really bold lines right underneath my lash line, just to add a little extra something. And then I wanted to do a line down my lip, but I didn't want to use black, so I took this like forest green teal shade that I got from Sephora. It's a liquid lipstick, and I used this to do the line right down my lip. And then I decided to take that same Molten Gold shadow and apply it all over my Cupid's bow, pretty heavy, and then some of it got onto my actual lip, and I was like, wait, this looks pretty cool. So I decided to put that highlight all over my upper lip as well. And again, like I said, I try to add little hints of gold wherever I felt I could and where it was needed, and wherever I thought I could use a little extra something. So I pretty much just put it all over around my eyes. I also do line my upper lip area with the gold, again, just to add a nice little golden touch. This look, you guys, is pretty easy in my opinion. It didn't really take me a super long time to create. It took me the longest when I was trying to decide what I was going to do with my eyes, but once I figured it out and I did the other side that you guys saw me film, it went by super fast after that point. So you can pretty much do whatever you want with the eye designs, and you'll have that nice Cleopatra feel. And I did want to show you that you could use the Cleopatra wig, or you didn't have to. You could just use your regular black hair if you had black hair like me, because you can go both ways. You don't have to use the wig, but you can. Totally up to you. But that is going to wrap it up for this video, you guys. Thank you so much for watching. Again, if you like this tutorial and you like this look, don't forget to give me a big thumbs up and subscribe to my YouTube channel if you're not already. I'll be doing a giveaway soon, so make sure you stay tuned. And thanks for watching, guys. I'll check you out on my next one. Bye.